Here we are again, Matt. Almost where we started.
It is where we started, actually.
We're back at my house and doing something truly is the dearest thing to my heart.
Is this not long overdue for you?
It is. I didn't want to be pushy on the episodes. You know, you're like, we got to do this.
Garbage plate.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. We haven't done that yet either.
Yeah.
So we got a few episodes.
Take care of you first.
This one took a long time to get to. This right here is Chicago Italian beef. No, and then double fried fries, cheese sauce, homemade pickles, homemade giardiniera, au jus made in house, all made in house. And
cheese sauce.
Cheese sauce made in house.
So the Italian beef, would you say Chicago Italian beef or Italian beef? What's proper?
This right here is Chicago Italian beef. This was hard, this episode, to put together because while I'm putting the last finishing touches on it, Matt's hands and mouth are in.
Everything that's falling on the floor, I'm just on my hands and knees.
I know that you're used to this showing up at restaurants and the food's just before you. But I wanted to show just a little bit of the prep that goes into it. Earlier,
behind the scenes magic.
Food
just doesn't come automatically prepared, Tom. Someone has to work behind the scenes.
Kind of like the Jetsons.
Yeah. Star Trek.
See, while you were still sleeping today, I was up getting this done so that we could have an enjoyable meal. So I'm going to run this on my slicer here.
And folks, it's very important to watch your thumbs.
I'm glad that Matt is so
Safety conscious.
And you want to go with a real thin slice.
Is that ready to eat? Oh, great. Oh, boy.
And see how...
we're in trouble.
That paper thin, that's what you want for Italian beef. This is just really what you want. With all that garlic, earlier
Tom, I tasted the garlic. It's good. That's really good. Oh, man. Honestly, I could take one of those, put giardiniera in the middle, and roll it up like a little taco and eat it.
Well, you know, for my restaurant, BT Grinders, where I made this every day, we would use the roast beef cold like this for the roast beef sandwiches.
Oh, yeah.
And because it's just us eating, I wouldn't normally violate health standards by just eating.
Yeah.
That's good.
You could just smell that from a mile away. It's so aromatic. You're proud of this sandwich.
I am.
It's written all over your face.
Man.
Now this man here, he again, BT Grinders. This is his bread and butter. He's we're for a treat. That's why we're here at the pilgrimage.
Sub rolls, which are a little different than these, but when I saw them come out, I'm like, they're fresh. All right, down there.
Honestly, 2's perfect.
I think so.
2 is perfect.
I was going to say that, but
yeah,
I know how you
the
are.
The answer is 3, but 2 is perfect.
You can always dip it in the cheese sauce if you have to.
Yeah, but I feel like this is like a thing you got to eat properly for the episode.
Josh,
for the internet.
Your reward will be a sandwich.
Thank you. How about a raise?
So this roast beef you can use any cut really, but you don't have to use a great cut because as you saw in some of the footage that we are presenting today, I use a meat slicer. So we get it razor thin and we just dip it and kiss it, like Matt said. We just kiss it with the au jus. And this is what I like to do. I like to take the hot au jus and I just kind of warm it back up and I save some for dipping. That's what I do. Let me try one of these fries with cheese sauce. See how it's thickening up a little bit?
Yeah, I'd like to try a fry first too for some reason.
Yeah, it could thicken a little bit more. It's still hot. But it's holding good.
Boy, so I asked him, do you think we could do a cheese sauce? Tom, Chef Tom, do you know how to make a cheese sauce?
Yeah.
And he said, Matt, I got you covered, pal. And this is what he came up with. And it's fantastic.
It's got smoked Gouda and
you can taste the smoke too.
And aged white cheddar.
A little bit of secret ingredient there. What was that?
Well, I use a little mustard. And the habanero hot sauce. I know a lot of people are like, I don't like my bread soggy. Well, then you're not from Chicago.
Or just stop eating like a bird. Eat the thing.
But in Chicago, many of the people who eat these sandwiches, they'll have just a rail, like at Al's. Al's in Chicago. He has just a rail, and they'll
eat. Happy Days?
No, not that Al. That's further north in Milwaukee. But no, they'll eat and let the stuff drop between their legs. And by the way, I do have the Perfect Bite apron on today. So we're trying to order one for Matt as well, but we have to improve his cooking skills first.
No. Just all I need is a bib, Tom. How good is this?
It's good.
My experience with the Italian beef is I just never had one until I moved down here. Until I met this guy. And Italian beef this. Italian
And where'd you
beef
get
this.
it at?
Well, the thing is I would come to work, back when we used to work together, and I would say, Tom, I had a great weekend. I played some golf, had a great round. And he goes, oh, Italian beef. Like, Tom, I'm not talking about that. It was always on his mind. Everything was about Italian beef. And now I understand why, especially your homemade ones. But the first one I had was at Portillo. And listen.
I know their jar doesn't have anything on mine.
Well, I hate to talk about them because yours is just far superior. And it's unfair because yours is
I love what
truly unreal.
What Portillo's has done.
Mm.
I think his name was Dick Portillo. He started Portillo's in 1963. Anyway.
But anyway, he's able to make a Italian beef fast. Not fast food, but fast.
I think it's got over 50 locations, if I'm not mistaken.
And I love how each location is themed differently, too.
But,
And,
the first time I ate at Portillo's in Florida, I'd been like without anything ever. Because, when we opened BT Grinders, I had to learn about Italian beef from my business partner, the B of BT Grinders. And his mother, Mama Delia, she taught us how to make it. She was making it in Chicago. And they were using West Bend cookers.
Unbelievable with this.
Tabletop West Bend cookers.
Mm-hmm.
They would make them, you'd get some of the rest would have them lined up, and they'd be making a couple at a time. That's how we did it. We didn't have ovens in my restaurant. We had a flat top grill, we had a fryer, but we used West Bend cookers on top of the oven. Did you know that?
Mm-mm.
That's how I made my roast beef, in West Bend cookers.
Tom, it's very hard to focus.
Yeah.
This is one of the best things I've ever had. Your sandwich right here, this is an Italian beef. I'm sorry. This is what the rave is about. This is what the hype is about. If you ate this exact sandwich, you would get it.
The first time I had one in Chicago, a friend of mine, I was doing business in Chicago, and he took me to a place called Steve's Gyros, And I'm like, come on.
Oh, really?
A hero place is going to have Italian beef, so I walk in, and he told me, he said, look, I've been eating them my whole life. You got to trust me. And he grew up across the street from the place. And he took me in, and I went in, and I looked over the counter, and I saw the beef. I saw the giardiniera. I saw the ganella bread.
That looked good.
They were using ganella bread. And I said, okay, this has got a chance. They're cutting the potatoes by hand. They had one of those old things where you slam it, and it cuts the potatoes. We went in, I had that beef, and it was just absolute perfection. And I was already making beefs, Mm-hmm. I had already gotten out of my restaurant at that time. So what I did was, I said, I got to make beefs again. I had been out of my restaurant business for a year or two, and I went and I got a slicer. Not the one I got today, but another one. And I started making them at home for you guys, for my kids.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Josh, my son, he does a lot of all the editing and everything, and very grateful for his work.
And I know you guys got a sneak peek at him at the Christmas episode, end of the year episode.
Oh, that's right.
He's the best. He's the absolute best. Without him, again, I told him this off camera. Without him, we're nothing.
Philadelphia has the cheesesteak.
Mm-hmm.
Chicago has the Italian beef.
Rochester is a garbage plane.
It gets lower as it goes. I'm kidding. Something recent that happened, last year, I don't remember when it came out, but when The Bear came out, the show on Hulu, I guess it's on Hulu or something. Mm-hmm. And I was like, people at work were telling me, oh, Tom, you gotta go see it, because they knew I loved Italian beef.
Oh, they do the Italian beef on it?
Oh. I can't work like this.
Edit this out.
I'm sorry, I can't work like this. I've been telling Matt about this show, that it would improve his skills in the podcast.
Okay, I'll watch it if you say my last name correctly right now. Yeah.
Guggino.
Oh, wow. Okay. Maybe I'll have to watch it then.
Everyone was telling me about the show, so I said, I'm going to watch it tonight. So I get home. My wife had bought some London broil, boar's head. So I went and made a version of Italian beef with it. And I had my hot giardiniera, fresh made. And I went and I sat down to watch the show. And in the opening part of the show, he's making giardiniera.
Really?
And I was
Isn't that hilarious?
And I had to watch every episode from that point forward. And it's such a great show.
See, it's always about the giardiniera. And you know what, though? In his defense, I mean, I drink the liquid. When there's no substance left, I drink the liquid. I'm not going to run that down the drain. It's good stuff.
I had to protect it while he was here. The whole time he's like...
Now wait till you sit down. Those are the rules.
Yeah.
The unofficial rules of the Perfect Bite.
Sure they are.
Now you may be asking yourself, folks, boy, Matt looks like he's got a stylistic choice, something different. Maybe perhaps the glasses. Well, if you must know, the Italian beef that we just ate, that amazing Italian beef sandwich, was so good that my glasses exploded. So I needed to get new glasses.
That's right.
So
That's
here
right.
we are.
So
Sometimes
here we
that
are.
happens.
I don't even know the name of this place. It doesn't really matter. But it's another place that I think Chicago beef.
Chicago runs.
Anyway, it's in Winter Garden. It's another place that we wanted to just, let's see what's out in the
Wild.
marketplace. When I first started making Italian beefs in 1989, actually, when we started perfecting it, we
I was 1 year young.
We opened in 90. There weren't too many places that were serving Italian beef.
No,
so.
it's only probably local to Chicago at that point. But now
Portillos.
You see them popping up.
Right. So we're just having a little appetizer before our beef. And a great appetizer is
Anything.
is the Chicago style hot dog, which
With the neon green
and it's-
toxic waste
and
relish.
it's great to see that it's served in an authentic way. Only difference on this one that I can see is they use red onions, which is fine with
That
me.
cross section.
But they have the neon relish, the sport pepper. Everything looks pretty much intact.
All right,
I'm not sure if it's a natural casing or not.
I mean, I shouldn't be this hungry after all the Italian beefs we just ate, but. That's pretty damn good.
It is good. Well, here's why it's good.
Wow. What's that little seasoning they put on top, by the way?
Celery salt. Here's why it's good. It's good because they're using a good product, which is the Vienna beef products. They've been in Chicago for a long time. And they do the neon relish. They do the poppy seed hot dog buns.
Now, this one they dipped.
Which is one way to get it. I would have
This
preferred.
chard is actually pretty good.
Yeah, I would have preferred them not doing that.
Italian beef.
I like the way this looks. The giardiniera looks like,
It's good.
yeah. Let me
No,
give it-
they're not good. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah,
Wouldn't you say?
really good.
Now, the thing with this sandwich is, the reason why we're splitting is, you have to remember, you guys saw what we just ate. It's a lot.
Yeah, we still, because we're on camera a lot, we still have to watch our figures a little bit because we are public figures now.
Plus, we're trying to fit in frame, you know? Tom, this is actually pretty
I don't
damn
mind
good.
it at all.
Wow.
And can I tell you the benefit of dipping your beefs? The rolls don't, you got no knowledge whether or not that roll was, I can feel this end that's not dipped. It probably was not that fresh of a roll. So it gives you another day or two on your rolls because you're dipping them anyway. Part of the good thing of a beef is the juice. Now, Matt loves to not waste. So go ahead, Matt.
Well, I just want, it's still warm, so I'll drink it like a tea, you know?
Yeah,
It almost is like a nice broth, though.
it is. Well, it should be. A little oily, right? And it should be.
Yeah, a little
It's
oily.
got that oily on the top, and I don't know why it does.
I think they put extra seasoning in it, too, right? But yeah, absolutely. So we'll definitely have to do other dipped
It
sandwiches.
might be episode 50, but somewhere down the line we're going
Right.
to do it. Yeah, that's what they got. They got what's on the menu.
Oh, yeah, that's
And
right.
the giardiniera, everything comes.
Hey, I like the giardiniera.
Yeah, it's good.
I mean, it's not yours, obviously, but it's a good giardiniera.
It's a good. No,
It had good flavor to it.
I think if you go to the store and you find giardiniera, make sure you're not buying the mild.
No, do yourself
because
a favor.
you can look at the difference of the two jars, like Marconi's. If you get the mild, you can look at
Jabronis?
Marconi. He
okay.
played the Mamba. Anyway, that was a joke, Matt. Do you not know a Billy Joel song?
Oh no, I love Billy Joel.
Marconi played the Mamba.
Yeah, I know.
Listen to the radio.
Tom, I was zoning out. There was.
Josh, can we get a little bit background of Billy Joel on there? Anyways,
you might need a new co-host, someone that can keep up.
Well, here we are at Portillos. How you doing, folks? Today, good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, we're here at Portillos
after the show.
Still doing the Italian beef episode. It's been a long day. Don't ever let it be said that we don't do our work.
Yeah, and not for nothing, you can never have too many Italian beefs. What is this? We essentially had 2 homemade ones that you made, and then another one at that other place, which was called Chicago Stop, I noticed. There's a stop sign for Chicago Stop.
Okay.
And here we are at Portillo's.
My only thing here is, I've never ordered one this small before. Matt said, we've already had a half of one. And well, the other
2
one.
at your home.
So, anyway, it's a little embarrassing not getting.
I could have done the big beef, but let's not be. Isn't gluttony one of the 7 deadly sins? I figured we could incorporate some sort of healthy eating.
Matt, I have said it as I said it before. I am not a glutton. The thing that indicates a glutton is the fact that it doesn't matter what food they eat. They'll eat soup out of a can. They'll eat pizza off the street.
Right. Just to feed.
They'll eat food from another employee that maybe has been to the doctor a few times.
Perhaps a buzzard got at it.
A gourmand,
Sweep the maggots off.
a gourmand is different. A gourmand will eat that same amount of food, but it'll have to be good food. So I'm a gourmand.
I guess you learn something new every day, folks. Test came back negative.
Well, I just love the richness of the beef with the giardiniera. So we're here at Portillo's. They've been around. The Portillo has been doing this thing
What's the saying?
for a long time. Hot dogs. So you used to have a place called the Dog House, where he was just doing dogs.
They actually have a picture of it up there. We'll get some B-roll of that and show you folks in a minute. Just put it in. Thanks, bud.
Is this good or better than the one we had earlier?
Yours is
It's
the
more
best.
full.
Yeah, yours is the best.
Yeah.
The thing is also when you go to a place that's known for something, it's kind of good to get what they're known for,
Yeah.
A lot of folks will come here and get the fried turkey and cheese croissant. Why? I don't know.
Well, it didn't take long, Matt. But once again,
Oh, there it is. Wouldn't be a complete episode
I got the river coming at me.
without a lot of spillage. What do you call that, Tom? The drip? What do you call that?
Enjoying my food. Well, Matt, it's been a long time coming. The Italian beef, Chicago style.
Yeah.
And we got a lot of episodes to do this year.
We do, and it continues to be a lot of fun. This one especially was very fun. This was
Dear to my heart.
dear to your heart,
Yeah.
like you said, long time coming, and one that I didn't know that I was looking forward to this much. This was, like I said, this is a huge compliment, but you just single-handedly ruined the Italian beef for me. I don't want to have it any other way.
That to me makes the perfect bite. And I was very
Feels good
fortunate.
on a peanut butter and jelly.
It does. I gotta work with this. Our show is, we're not reviewing restaurants. We are looking at what makes something the perfect bite.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Well, anyway, it's been a great
This is
episode,
Matt.
guys. Yeah, this is Matt.
This is Tom. I wrote the perfect bite.
See you next time.
The Italian beef sandwich. There's only 2 things that I've ever liked from Chicago. Walter Payton and the Chicago Italian beef sandwich. Go ahead and turn that off if you don't mind. Do I have to train you? Yeah. There we go. That was just because I was warming up some rolls.
You know, I'm usually an expert at the microwave, so I'm surprised I couldn't figure that out.
Well, I think you're getting better at the microwave. You're pretty much just the guy that takes it right out of the can.
Yeah, it's ready to go. I'm still learning.
Totally. It's not like the service was 1 star. We're not going to say that.
I'm going to say this. It takes no expertise.
I agree, Tom. I couldn't have said it
I
better
got
myself.
it. It came out. It was in there.